Well, Idahoans who rely on federal assistance programs are reeling after President Trump tried to freeze funding during a review of federal loans and grants. That pause was set to take effect this afternoon until a federal judge blocked that move temporarily. And Abby, that means organizations right now are still trying to figure out, it does give them more time, but they kind of need to figure out what this all means, right?
It does. And right now, Brian, a lot of people are really confused by the memo, what it means and why it's so broad. There are also questions about its constitutionality, which is already being challenged.
The calls we've been receiving are from people that are on our various rental assistance programs.
Boise City Ada County Housing Authorities fielded questions Tuesday.
Well, it's been an unsettling day for sure.
Without a lot of answers as staff scrambled to make sense of a new order from the Trump administration. The order, which would pause federal grants and loans, was set to go into effect at 3 p.m. until a federal judge issued a last-minute stay.
We knew that there was certainly scrutiny on a lot of longstanding programs that have provided assistance to people, but we didn't have the specifics of today until this morning.
Assistance that is going directly to individuals will not be impacted by this pause.
Despite some clarification from the White House, Idaho Nonprofit Center Vice President Kevin Bailey says a lot of organizations are confused.
We're talking about healthcare, we're talking about housing, food security. It's going to take a while to figure out what programs this applies to.
Certainly a lot of panicked group text chains going around today.
Charlie Hunt is a political science professor at Boise State.
Other than sort of the substance of it, which is pretty unprecedented, it also strikes me as, frankly, a pretty reckless use of executive power. That this is the fact that it was meant to take effect so quickly, that it was so broad-reaching.
The hope would be that there would be a steady, methodical approach that would not disrupt funding to people while the review was taking place, because any disruption can be deadly for some of our folks and certainly life-altering.
Some state AGs and a group of nonprofits already filed lawsuits against the freeze. Idaho is not part of those efforts. A spokesperson for Governor Brad Little said in a statement he's all in on President Trump's efforts to rein in federal spending. Idaho Senator Jim Risch also expressed support in a video posted to his social media. Professor Hunt says he's not surprised, considering the move would pair the scope and role of the federal government in our everyday lives.
My question is just, is this the proper way to do it? Is this the way to do it that's going to, be most efficient and do so with as little disruption as possible? But maybe the disruption is the point.
All the state departments KTVB reached out to today directed us to the governor's office. Again, this stay is in place only until Monday, and another court hearing is scheduled that morning about this issue.
There's still not a lot of clarity with this, and we'll hopefully get some of that on Monday. But from what I understand, like SNAP is not affected by this, food stamps, but possibly Meals on Wheels could be.
Yeah, correct. Again, a lot of people just don't know what would be affected and what wouldn't.
And that would impact a lot of Idahoans. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Abby.